Right, hello everybody. Hi, welcome down. Hi to everyone on Facebook Live. My name is Chin Hao. I'm the legal counsel of Huttons. And today I would like to welcome all of you to our recruitment seminar, Embark on Your Success Story with Huttons. We are very privileged to have with us Brandon Loh. Brandon, say hi.
Hi everyone.
He's a very handsome young man with me. Brandon, why don't you introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Brandon. So maybe I'll just give a little bit of background. So I started real estate about 3 years ago in Huttons. So Huttons is my first and only real estate company that I've been with, and I'm really very happy here as well.
That's good, that's good. So we look at your side, wow, a lot of accolades. 2021 Millionaire, 2021 Top Producer, 11th position, Millennial Brand Ambassador, SIM RMIT Alumni. Wow, okay, that's very impressive stats, okay. Okay, anyway, I'm really glad to see all of you here. We're having a hybrid event now. It's good to be able to see people in person, good to be able to respond with all of you. Previously, we've been doing this
More
virtually.
of like, Zoom.
But it's very good to see all of you here. Okay, so Brandon, why don't you share with us this millennial thing that we were talking about? You want to share with us what this is about?
Okay, so in Huttons, we have, I would say, a millennial team as well. So this Huttons Millennial is actually about bringing the younger people together, and of course also sharing how each of us encounter or overcome our challenges and how each of us achieve our own success. So I would say in many different companies, you are in maybe your own different teams, but you don't come together. So this is actually a team formed by millennials across all other teams and divisions as well. So everyone here can share all their own experiences. We do things together as well, and we actually would hope if any of you are keen, you can also let us know, and we are also open to having more people join us.
For sure, they are all look so young, right? Yeah. Okay, so Brandon, why don't you share with us first your real estate career? Because I understand that you joined in 2019, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what made you join real estate in the first place?
Okay, so actually,
what were you doing back then?
Back then, before I started real estate, I was full-time in F&B. So as many of you all would know, F&B, you have very long hours and very little pay as well. So my current upline or mentor, who is Jody Tan, he was actually my army friend. So we are both of the same age. So back then when I graduated from university and then I started working in F&B, every month from time to time, I always see Jody posting on Instagram saying that he got 5-figure award, 6-figure award. Every month he's earning 5 to 6 digits. Whereas, you know, in F&B, I'm drawing like a 2K salary every month and I'm working like 12 hours. So when I see someone who is of the same age as myself achieving so much more, then I was also very curious as to how he was able to do this. So then I decided to meet up with him and find out more about the real estate industry from him. So from then on, I was motivated, and then I went to take the RES exams. So the moment I passed, I immediately joined him in Huttons, and that's where I am right now.
Right. So 2019, that was the year that you got top rookie, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I joined in, if I remember correctly, it was also around April or May in 2019.
So you didn't even do the full year?
No, so it wasn't a full year. So it wasn't
Okay.
a full year. So
Okay.
I started from then, so all the way until November, right?
Yeah.
End November.
The cutoff is always from 1st December till 30th November. Yeah.
Correct. So
You
from
did it in half a year.
Yeah, so around about that period of time, I managed to clock almost about 400K in commission, and then that was how I managed to get top rookie for 2019.
400K from April onwards.
Yeah, correct.
Wow, that's very. Okay, can we have a round of applause for Brandon?
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so wow, that's seriously very impressive. So when you join Jody, who is also in the picture, right, Jody?
Yes, Jody is the guy beside me in the middle.
Yeah, all the men very handsome. All
Yeah.
the ladies also very beautiful. Yeah. See, you
So
join Huttons, we're also good
He's
looking.
also the chairman of Huttons Millennial.
Yeah. So when you join Jody, at the start, would you say that it was very challenging, a career in real estate? Or did it come very naturally to you?
I think the hardest part, of course, as would be for many others who are in a full-time job, would be making the switch. Whether or not they would want to take the risk to give up their full-time job for a job in real estate where there is no certainty in the amount that you can earn every month. So back then, I decided to take a leap of faith. I mean, in the first place, it was not like my job was paying very well, but I would say usually I'm not someone who really likes a change of environment. So I'm quite, I'm very slow to all these changes lah. So I don't really like changes. So I decided to take a leap of faith and join him. And when I met up with him, he shared with me how he managed to, his experiences and everything. So the good thing about finding the right mentor is also that they themselves would have encountered a lot of challenges over the past, over their journey in real estate. So when they meet up with you and when they share with you, you can actually, you're kind of given like a shortcut in a sense. So you don't have to make the same mistakes they made back then. So you are already given kind of like a head start. Yeah.
At the time when you joined in 2019, how many years was Jody already in the industry?
I think he was in for maybe about 2 years or
2 years.
so.
So within 2 years, he was already doing relatively well.
He was also doing well, correct.
Right. Okay, so you in a way had a shortcut now when you joined.
Yes, he already shared with me like the mistakes he made, tell me don't do this, what I should focus on, what I should do and stuff like that. So that was my direction when I went in. Okay. So I just went head on and I really just tried to do my best in what I was told to.
Okay, okay, cool. So that is for people who are considering a career in real estate. What would you say to people who may be open? Why Huttons though? Is there anything that you can share? Okay, anyway, these are, maybe I can share with all of you who can see. These are our slides for our Huttons culture. If you can see, Brandon is one of our badminton players. This very tall and lanky individual has excellent reach, which is very useful in that sport. And we also have a football club as well that we started recently. It's a way that we engage each other because life is stressful, I guess.
I think in a real estate company, many people have the conception that you do your own sales, you don't really interact with other colleagues and stuff. Yeah. So in Huttons, right, our culture here is actually very much like a big family. So we have all these interest groups created as well, so that we can bond across all these activities, and it isn't just only about work. Right. So it's also about having fun outside work time.
Right, because this career is a bit stressful, so sometimes it's good to de-stress together, right?
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to this one. Yeah, this was one I was talking to Brandon just now. So if you were to say why Huttons?
Okay, so number one is the culture.
Okay.
So culture is of course something that is important in every company that you join. You want a very, I would say, a conducive work environment as well, and you want to be with people who can help you grow. So culture is important, and the second part is, I would say, the amount of support in terms of technology-wise from the company to actually help us close deals,
right,
or equip us with the power to be more knowledgeable so as to close deals.
Right.
So one thing that Huttons has is this app called Huttons Analyzer. So they actually work together with government bodies to incorporate all the data together onto this app, so that with this app, whether you are, I would say, a brand new agent serving a client, just nice, you have this resale listing, you go to this unit, you don't know anything at all, you go to this app, you key in the address, everything will be there. They will tell you what is the nearest MRT, what is the nearest school, how far is it, where's the nearest bus stop, etc. So even though you may not know all this information, with this app, it empowers you and gives you the power to search for all this information so that you can share with your clients as well. So I would say in this industry, Huttons is one of the first, I would say the first, to come up with such an app to incorporate all this information. And even this app can show you all the past transacted data, and you don't have to pay for it at all because everything is covered by the company already. So it is something that I would say it's really very useful because back then we had to pay for subscriptions to find out all the past transacted data, etc. And even then, it was all like across separate apps, and we can't really see like what's the nearest MRT, what's the nearest school, stuff like that. So this one really incorporates every single thing inside.
Okay, very good. So, but back then, although at that point in time when you joined, I mean, I think this app wasn't around.
Correct.
You didn't know such things. So, at that point in time, for you, did you really consider, was it Huttons or any of the other companies, or it was just, Jody is here, I'm going to follow Jody?
Yeah, so back then, I would say Jody is my only friend in real estate. So he was the person who I would say inspired me to join real estate as well because I saw how well he was doing. So I didn't consider any other company. I didn't attend any recruitment seminar or any recruitment talk. I met up with him before I took the exams. I spoke to him. After that, I went to take the exams. The moment I passed, I met up with him. I immediately joined him until now. So I would say I know that sometimes a lot of people, they go around looking and comparing and seeing like, oh, which company is better, etc. But I would think that a lot of emphasis is placed on your own individual self. If you really do work hard and you have the discipline to continuously run your own activities, then I would think no matter where you go, you'll be able to succeed as well. And especially in such a company where we have such great support, right, and such good culture, you will definitely be able to grow here.
And also, I think adding on to what you say about when you joined Jody, it was because he was successful and he was able to guide you and give you shortcuts. I'm sure all of those who invited you today, we have many of our successful leaders and producers here today. These are the ones who invited you. I mean, in their time, they will share with you how they do, how well they're doing, how they can help you propel yourself to the next step. Yeah, so I think that is the most important step. Of course, other than that, of course, we have the other things like the Analyzer app, our culture, our spirit of support, you know, like I'm the legal counsel and I'm here to help you all, right?
Yeah. So you don't have to worry on company level wise. The support I would say is very all-rounded. Yeah.
Okay, very good. So yeah, these are some things about why Huttons. I mean, we have a lot of events going on. We win many awards and so on and so forth. But I think this next particular slide is something that is very close to your heart. These are things that. What do you tell me what these are?
Okay, so all these, right?
It just looks like road names to me because a lot of people will know this.
Yeah. So these are actually upcoming launches in 2022, which is this year.
Okay, what exactly is a launch? Maybe you can share with us.
Okay, so these are all new project launches or new developments that you will see from time to time appear on newspapers. So for example, now I would say one of the hottest one is Piccadilly Grand, which probably you guys would have heard of as well, or you've seen some ads, etc. So when you see all these, what these are to you should be opportunities or money in that sense. Because whenever there are new launches, it always is an opportunity for you to sell to your client. So we have a lot of opportunities coming up in 2022. These are just some of them. As an agent, while you work on, you can work on both resale and new launches. So I would say back then when I was a rookie, I did work on both, but I would say I placed more emphasis on new launches projects. One of the reasons why I did that was because in new launch, you earn more than in resale. So of course, you will want to focus on things that bring you more money as well. So just to give you a few, like in resale, right, typically when you sell a house, generally the market rate for the commission is maybe like 2%. And then if let's say you need to co-broke with another agent, then you split lah. So maybe you get 1%. Whereas new launches these days, easily the commission is 2% onwards. So easily you can get higher commission when you work on new launches. And also when you work on new launches, you don't have to negotiate commission with owners and other people. Because in resale, right, you have to like, sometimes owners will say that, oh, maybe I don't want to pay you 2%, I only want to pay you 1%. Then you have to try and explain to them why they should pay you 2% and stuff like that. So you don't have to...
They ask you to absorb GST.
Yeah, so you don't have to handle all these things. So it's really more of like focusing on what suits your client best and recommending them the right product, and you don't have to worry about all these other nitty-gritty stuff.
Yeah, and I would say also the developers are reputable and big companies. Yeah.
Also, another good thing is that usually you have very beautiful show flats to show clients.
yeah.
So that's something that will really stand out, because if you go and see like maybe older resale flats, the condition may not be as good, may not be as easy to sell. But when a buyer steps into the showroom, they see the show unit nicely done up, they can really visualize how nice their place can be done up, and they really want to like stay there.
Yeah.
So I would say that's also another plus point, kind of like maybe could be easier to sell to some clients as well.
Yeah, I must say I'm guilty of that, because even when I was under MOP and not eligible to buy, sometimes if I were to drive by a development with my wife, then we will say, hey, you want to go inside and see? Okay, then we will go in and take a look. But of course, there are people queuing up to serve us. Then we say, hey, it's okay, don't waste your queue. We just want to walk around.
Luckily, you say that.
Yeah. So, that's very. So when you join real estate, you chose to focus a lot on these
New launches mostly, correct.
What is your biggest deal? Because Singaporeans very practical, right? Yeah. What is your biggest deal? Like one case, one client, you close one time. Biggest commission in. I presume it'll be a project deal, right?
It was, yeah. So it is a project deal. I would say the most memorable one was in my first year as a rookie. So I was marketing this boutique development. I had a client who was interested. So he told me that his interest, I mean, from my conversation with him, his interest level was quite high. So when he came down to the show unit, he decided to register his interest first. He told me that he was looking at 2 units. So initially, it was only, I thought like, okay, maybe he's a keen buyer looking at 1 unit. But after meeting up with him and finding out more from him, he was looking at 2 units because he wanted to buy for both kids. So he's looking at buying 2 units under trust, full cash for both kids. So in the end, on the preview day, on the sales day, he really booked 2 units with me. So I would say on that day itself, I was really very happy lah. And it was also the most memorable one for me, because I really did not expect him to buy 2 units, and that was also the biggest deal during my whole career during then lah. So
and then how much was it? Was a comp for these 2 added up?
That time was, I think, maybe above 150K.
Above 100?
Above 150K.
For just one client?
Just from that. So it was around there.
Sorry, excuse me. 150K.
Yeah.
Some of us work 1 year, so don't earn 150K.
Yeah. So
yeah, but we actually, I was just kidding lah. We actually see this quite a lot in our industry.
Correct.
One case that you can earn a very high commission. In fact, when we do our monthly award ceremony, a lot of our salespersons, they do very well. At the end of the awards, we recognize how well they've done. We present them awards. Oh, congratulations on your how much commission. And then, a lot of times it becomes very commonplace. They one case earn more than what I earn in 1 year. Okay, maybe I should also go and take my RES exam. Yeah, but jokes aside, I think that is definitely something that is memorable for you. And I hope that if all of you were to take the next step in real estate and take it with Huttons, you will be as successful and do as well, or even more successful than Brandon and your friends who brought you here. Okay, so So moving on to this slide, this is just to share with y'all. We have a package. If you were to sign up with us, this one, of course, there's 2 lah. There's different categories depending on whether you are an experienced RES, or for those of you who are brand new, meaning to say you maybe just passed your exams or you haven't passed your exams yet. Based on this, you can get both. Also, we have iPad lah. And I think the good thing about the iPad is it will help you to
with your work.
Yeah, right.
Help with your
it's
work.
not iPad for you to lie in bed and watch on Netflix. It's going to help you with, you're going to be able to download your Huttons Analyzer app, and then going to use that. Actually, you don't use pen and paper, right? You can just one iPad 闯天下, right? Yeah. So just with one iPad, bring that, close all your deals. All the forms are things can be signed electronically. Of course, there are forms that you have to sign hard copy, but like a lot of the things when you do online submission of cases, everything is digitalized now. When you need to do anti-money laundering checks on your clients and you need them to sign forms, you also can use the iPad for that. Okay, so obviously if you're interested, and of course you are because you're here, you can find out from your friends who brought you here, or for those of you online who just tuned in, hello, you can find out from if you don't know anyone from Huttons, you can call our head of associate affairs, Miss Pauline Hu. Her number is there, and join us in kickstarting your real estate career. All right. And with that, that's all for our session today. I'd like to thank Brandon for joining us. My name is Chin Hao, and I hope to see you all soon. All right, take care. Bye-bye.